Welcome back to The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 here on YouTube. It is always a pleasure to record these videos, edit them, put my unique spin on them for your listening pleasure, for your viewing pleasure. And you clicked on the thumbnail. You know what this video is about. Invincible! Season 2, Part 2 of the second season, Episode 5. And I do not remember the name of the episode, but it'll appear here. Hey, that's where it goes. All right, so now the first time we watched it, I half watched it while everybody else watched it because I fell asleep. It was late. I don't remember the other circumstances as to why I was so tired, but I was tired and was snoring probably. Who knows?
After he asked us if we had one more episode in us.
Yes. And
he definitely
apparently he didn't have one in him.
He had it in us. He didn't have it in him. Pause.
Oh Lord.
But anyway, so I was forced to watch it by myself, and this was a spectacular episode. I really loved the way that the human interactions were. Like, we see I don't want to say a more noble side, but we see like Rex has a revelation that he's been a jerk to all the girls he dated, Eve and Duplicate. Oh, primarily this is the aftermath of the death of Duplicate, and her funeral takes place in this episode.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And it's funny because I didn't really care about the Duplicate character, but the way this episode is structured, like, it almost made me feel something for Duplicate.
Yeah, I almost cared about her. Almost.
Yeah.
I almost cared about it.
Because I don't think they really gave her character any substance except for you saw her cheating with Rex, so that probably kind of like, yeah, she's a cheater. But then you said that she used to go with the other guy, the older gentleman. Well,
the
Immortal. Yeah, but I don't recall. Is that in the first season?
No, in the second, beginning of the second season.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they were in the shower again, right?
Yeah.
And she came out, well, one of her duplicates came out with the Immortal.
Yeah.
So, now in the comics, I think they were actually married, I think.
Oh.
But but as soon as I saw Immortal, I said, okay, so they're going back to that comic reference of them being a couple.
Okay.
Or whatever. But I just love almost everything about this episode. You see the conclusion of whoever the leader of the Lizard League is.
Yeah.
He actually shot Rex in the head.
Yes.
But he got him here. I don't know what this part is
it
called.
wasn't a vital part.
I'm just like, wait. I'm like, there's a hole in his head. He's like bleeding out. What part of the brain is this? You're the nurse.
It's the right side?
No, okay. That was like a name, like the Amstibulus Butterfly.
Yeah,
There
it
is a name.
is, but I can't remember the actual name.
Okay,
Because remember, when after he got shot, he could hear him talking, but he couldn't understand what he was saying.
Right.
So
Rex was disarmed. He had his hand bit off.
right.
And now he has a hole in his head.
Right.
So, and again, I do not remember the name of the guy that shot him. But Rex, I guess, summoned up all the strength he could muster, as Big Little Sis Kel said. He couldn't understand anything he was saying because it was like that. You know, like if you watch a TV show and the character's dizzy, you just hear a high-pitched whine instead of like hearing somebody speak. So I guess he had beyond a concussion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he couldn't really hear what he was saying, but Rex proceeded to kick his candy yams, as The Rock would say.
He did.
And he turned the guy's face into a Pablo Picasso painting.
I was about to say, he did more than kick his yams, bro.
Yeah.
Turned him into soup.
Yeah, he was.
His whole head was caved in on the ground.
And I felt no sympathy for him. I was thinking, please dispatch with him.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, smoke this man.
All right, so give me your synopsis of the episode, like your thoughts, Big Little Sis.
So a lot of things going on relationship wise. That how Amber was concerned about Invincible. What's Invincible? Mark. Mm-hmm. And how Mark was really genuinely concerned about each other, and she knew that she didn't want to interfere with him doing being a superhero, and he didn't want to leave her like behind, and her having to lie to his friends and all of that. So they were really genuinely concerned about each other. And yet they were talking to other people about their concerns for each other. And they was like,
right. Mark was talking to Eve, and he was talking to the Taylor. I don't remember
right.
the Taylor's name.
No, Amber was talking to Eve.
Right.
Amber was talking to Eve, and Mark was talking to the Taylor. Yeah, but they were talking about each other. But I just thought that was nice, the way they were genuinely concerned about each other. And then I also like the babysitter.
Oh, right. The first one was a plant by Cecil.
Yeah, and but she never said it, which irritated. What's the mom's name? Debbie. So I thought that was good because she was like, I'm not stupid, but I don't know if I really even trust the other babysitter because she was so forthcoming. Is she really going to be working for the betterment of the baby and the family, or is she like being so obvious so that she can get close enough so that she can still be a plant for her?
If I'm Debbie, nobody is watching that kid but me.
Well,
first of all, he's purple.
Right.
He's an alien.
Right.
And he's the son of the world's most hated individual, Omni-Man.
Right.
So that purple baby is not leaving my eyesight.
Well,
personally. So as I was saying, that purple baby will not be leaving my sight.
Right, and I agree with you there. Plus the fact that it's Mark's brother, and she's vested in the baby because she knows Mark brought him to her because she's been such a great mom to him. So he's entrusted his little brother's welfare to her. Plus she said that she would help. So
right. So yeah. What would you do with baby Grimace?
Yeah, I wouldn't allow him to be anybody else's care either. Personally, I would have 24/7 supervision on that purple baby.
Like he just have to because I know she does real estate, so he would just have to come along in a car seat or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And just
put
a curtain over him.
24/7.
Oh my God!
Hey.
No, remember he's maturing quickly, so he's not going to stay in that car seat long. He's going to be wanting to walk around.
Right.
But then, isn't this the episode when Alan came back too?
Yes, it is.
So how come they can't figure out what's going on with Mark without Mark being in their actual presence? Like he was like, well, what's the guy's name? Wanted him to bring Mark back to space, and Mark was like, no, I'm not going back to space again.
Yeah, I forgot what that guy's. It's like Thrax. No, the Peter Cullen. The Viltrum.
Yeah, it was some with a TH, but to be honest, I don't know. It was just Peter Cullen.
Yeah, let's call him Peter Cullen. Yeah. Peter Cullen.
Okay.
Right. Well, remember, I think Alan told Peter Cullen about Mark first.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he ripped the beard off and was like, I'm the first Viltrumite to rebel successfully against the Empire.
Right.
I mean, but I guess I feel like it's just like, I don't know, because he's old. Or just like
Viltrumites don't die, so.
No, they don't, but I'm saying he old though. It's like, I'm saying it's probably just like, accustomed to him to talk face to face or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just finding information out about somebody.
Well, remember he sent Alan to retrieve Mark for the war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, he definitely did send a retriever for the war.
Okay, but speaking of Alan, he came out buffer than ever.
Alan came out busty, bro. He looked like
he was on steroids.
Yeah, bro. He came out looking like The Rock, man.
He was huge.
My ex-husband.
That's an inside joke. But anyways.
Not much inside when you say somebody's your ex-husband.
You ain't too inside.
Especially as a public figure. But anyway, it was so much good going on in this episode. Back to Amber and Eve and the Taylor and Mark. They were having these parallel conversations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it's shot it's shot it's like a real life, a live action situation or whatever.
Yeah.
You really feel the heart of it. What's his name? William's boyfriend came back, and you can tell he's not the same.
Yeah, he's not the same dude.
And it's it seems like the more Cecil and the G-Day try to preserve life, it's the more they kind of corrupt it.
Yeah.
Wait, William's gay?
Yeah.
You know that?
No. Well, what happened to William's boyfriend? Okay, so I need to see this
Oh,
episode.
I forgot that.
You might need to see it
Yeah,
again.
we definitely have to finish our first season watch with Big Little Sis.
Okay.
Anyway, so I guess no, you still saw him though.
Yeah,
So-
he looked really fragile.
Right, because like he was like this. He was kind of like, was he a jock or am I thinking about Doug Chesterton?
Is that I'm Mother Doug Cheston.
The first dude that like him.
Nah, he wasn't no jock.
I mean, he was sort of like an alpha male looking character.
Yeah,
That's why
like
D.A. Sinclair picked him.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't like no alpha male there.
Right, because unfortunately we can't go into it.
Okay.
But it seems like the more they try to preserve what's lost, the more corrupt they are. It's almost like, to be totally honest and to be frank, it seems like it's better just let people die. And
that's the way they
that's
do
a
it.
tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
It's like Hank Hill, what was his name? He looked just like Hank Hill.
Yeah, he do look like Hank Hill.
Why can't I remember his
David.
name?
Isn't
No,
it
not
David?
David.
No,
Peter?
No.
it's not Hank.
No.
no, it's not Hank though. Like
Donald.
Yeah, that is his name, Donald. Yeah.
Because he found out in the previous episode that he's an android.
Yes. No.
Like-
Say he's
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Right, but only his brain is inside of the
Which
android
makes him a
body.
cyborg because he has a human heart.
Right. So
He clearly went over that definition.
whatever.
he did do that. I think last video.
But like while they're explaining like Rick's situation, he like promptly ends the conversation. Like he'll never be the same again, and Donald knows he'll never be the same again. And then you just see him like sulking. Remember, it was like a wide shot. I don't know if he's like in a hallway in the dorm or whatever. But like Donald's still trying to deal with his situation. Rick now has to deal with his situation.
Donald's having nightmares. Remember that android was choking him out and
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
scream for help.
Yes.
That's not funny, but
See, cause man, like I said to you one time, Cecil's just a sociopath. He has no feelings, bro. Like he has no humanity in him almost. Like Cecil just.
I wonder if he's a cyborg.
And now remember, I don't
He
remember
had
where I
that
heard.
scar, remember?
Right. Now, I don't remember where I heard it, but they said like that, like sort of flaccid skin is the only thing that's left of the real Cecil.
Yeah, he did say that.
So he
that's
might be
probably
a
why he is the
cyborg
way he
as well.
is. Yeah, cause he ain't got no feelings left.
Right. So I don't know. Humanity is a funny word in this universe. It's like if somebody's like dismembered, like do you like try to rebuild them or you just let them die?
Well, they trying to rebuild Rex and Shrink. What was her name?
Right.
Right. I'm glad she's still alive though.
But they weren't really trying to rebuild them.
No, cause Rex he
He
got
lost
a
a
hole in
hand.
his head and he lost a hand.
Right.
She honestly,
Almost got
She almost
crushed.
got crushed.
drowned.
Yeah.
In the guy's
Yeah,
blood.
that's what. Yeah, that almost happened to her. So it's like they're not really getting rebuilt or anything.
All right. So question, hypothetical, and heaven forbid. Okay. Like somebody we know, they were in a serious car accident and they have like traumatic brain injury. Like, I mean, the person is still like conscious, but like they're not the same at all. Like
I never saw him after the car accident, so I have no idea.
so he's like in a wheelchair. You remember, son?
Wait.
I mean, forget I said that name. We'll edit that out. We'll put people's name up there. But they're not the same. So like it's like if you had a situation where somebody was like not the same and they needed to be rebuilt, what would you do? I mean, if it's somebody you love, let's make it. Let's put more pressure on you. Pressure.
So you have to also know, okay, a person. Like there are certain people I know who wouldn't want to just exist.
Right.
If they can't live, just let them go. So those people, I would just be like, this is not what they want. And I think a lot of people make the mistake of holding on to people just because they're breathing.
Right.
Just because you're breathing
Don't mean you're alive.
Exactly. And I think that's selfish on our parts for the people who are not ready to let go of that person. But that person is not really a person anymore if they just sleeping all the time.
All right, so to bring you up to speed, like in this instance, I'm talking to somebody off camera. Yes, okay. In this instance, you can preserve their brain, and they'll be a cyborg. So that means all that the person is, they'll still have their thoughts, but they just physically won't be themselves anymore. So it's not like it's
Are
just
you
like
talking about like Donald?
right, like Donald, like Ray.
But Donald's walking and talking. Donald
Exactly.
having by fluke to find out.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, would you like say, okay, this person is badly damaged or ruined? Something terrible happened. Do I want to become an android so it can still be a sort of living, walking, talking, functioning human, even though they're not human? I mean, a lot of people call that an abomination, but I'm just saying, like, so it's not like just continue the feeding tube. It's like they can walk around, still have their autonomy, but not be quite human.
But Donald, until we saw what happened, he seemed regular.
Right.
So if you can get to regular, and if that's what the person wants, I would say yes. But if I'm just doing it because I just can't let them go, then no, like that's not cool.
Donald didn't volunteer for that.
Oh, he should.
No, he didn't.
He did not.
Because you know,
volunteer for
Cecil
that.
just do stuff on his own account. He don't ask nobody any questions. He just do. What he wants.
So do I want to just do it because I just want that person here forever?
But let's say you have the power to make that decision, though.
I don't want that power.
No. You have the power. You're the chairman of the GDA. Cecil's gone.
It's hypothetical.
Because it's a very ethical question. You know what I mean?
Well, I would see. It seems to me that Cecil felt it was better for Donald to still be around and functioning in a part of the GDA
to serve his purposes.
Correct. Oh, so but that's selfish.
Yeah, it is.
Right, but if you look at it from Cecil's point of view, it's for the greater good.
Cecil puts the greater
Well, then you
good in
can't
front
ask
of
me
his
that
own
question
ego.
because that's not the way I think.
Okay, so I'm not gonna let you off the hook though, but you're the chairman of the GDA, a vital person like Donald. You know, because they said in the blast, you don't know about that. That's in the first season.
No, they showed it though.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay, good.
They did.
They said in the blast, Omni-Man's body kind of like shielded his brain, so they were able to extract his brain and put it into that like robotic body.
Yeah,
so
right.
you're Cecil. What do you do?
Well, listen. Unlike Cecil, I have morals and ethics, and like actual. What's the word I'm looking for? Compassion, feelings, sympathy, empathy. So I'm not about to just bring somebody back against their wishes. Like, I wouldn't do that, me personally. And then on top of that, just to like I said, Cecil, he puts the greater good and defending Earth in the way of what's really just his pride and ego and wanting to be in control of things.
Right, because remember they said like you don't care about Mark's. I think Debbie said you don't care about Mark's academics.
Yeah, he don't care about nobody and what they got going on.
Or maybe
in
Mark
their
said that. I don't remember.
He don't care about nobody and what they got going on in their life.
Right.
Cecil low-key got a God complex and just likes to be in control of things.
But if you look at this universe, there are so many threats.
It's a lot of threats.
So you can't have somebody like me, because I'm a softie. Like, I can't be in charge of the GDA. But somebody like him has to be in charge for the good of the planet, because there are other alien species out there.
Another threat.
There are, what's the one? The Flaxons. Remember how many times they came back to Earth?
Trying to take it over.
So again, I can't be in charge, but I can't say that Cecil doesn't have morals. He's just not concerned about your personal scruples.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like he has morals, but like, to an extent, I guess you could say.
So, I wouldn't mind preserving a person's life, but I think that you should still tell them, listen, this is what happened to you. This is what we did to you. What are your thoughts, too? You see what I'm saying? Instead of just, like, poking yourself in the ball, like, what that?
Right.
And letting me find out on my own. No, I just feel as though if I had the ability to do that I also have to take the responsibility to say, listen, I just couldn't live without you, so this is what I did. Like, can you live like this, or are you okay being like this?
But you see, that's the problem with Cecil. Like, he wouldn't even tell you.
He wouldn't ask.
He wouldn't ask.
Right.
He wouldn't tell. it just bring you back, and it's like, oh, you just hear it. Like, he wouldn't even tell you, like, yeah, that's what happened, because at the end of the day, he just sees it as, oh, you're a vital part of, like, this whole program we got going on. And it's just like, what if they don't want to be a part of their program?
Because Donald clearly is not the same.
Yeah, he's not the same person. So, like, if they don't want to be a part of that whole little program, it's like, you can't force them. But that's what I mean by Cecil having this whole God complex thing, and just his own ego being in the way, and forgetting, like, at the end of the day, it's just all still people that's working for you. Like, so
why
it's
can't
like,
Cecil just run the whole thing by himself?
He can't.
It's
he can never run about it.
It's almost like S.H.I.E.L.D. from Marvel. It's like a big globe-spanning agency that fights off like threats that regular police and law enforcement can't
He
do.
never do that by himself.
Right. So he's almost like Nick Fury with the iPad.
Pretty much.
So that's a tough one for me because I'm gonna make it even more. I'm gonna add another element to it. If it's somebody that you love personally, and you know that they'll still have their thoughts, they'll still have their same sense of humor. Back on you, because you didn't give an answer.
I did.
What'd you say?
I said I would tell them I couldn't live without you. This is what I did, so that they would.
So you would still do the process then. You would still go through with the procedure then, because you said you would just tell them afterwards.
If
that's what you just
if
said.
I really couldn't live without them, and if I had the capabilities, but you know what? Okay. So,
I'm gonna be real, because if it's like somebody I personally know and care about, I would try and bring them back. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's like, if they don't want to be here, people just send them back. It's like, because they got all their thoughts.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not bringing somebody back just to
If they
kill
had
them
robots,
again.
you probably turn them off
not-
at this point.
I'm not going through that double trauma. I'm not doing that. No, I don't feel like it. Oh, I lost you. Oh, you're back. Oh, I lost you again. No, that's too much.
I mean, to be a part of the GDA, you can lose your life at any second anyway.
Yeah.
Because those people that were like spying on the house, like
you could
Omni
die in the
Man,
moment.
it was a massacre when the Omni Man found out that they were across the street.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of any parts of the episode that we missed. Oh, another person. I think either the mid-credit scene or the end-credit scene. Somebody Livingston, the astronaut that was affected by the sequids, he coughed something up into the sink.
Oh, yes. And did it attach itself?
And now the sequids on the planet.
Oh, my God.
Bro.
They're here orders. What are we gonna do?
People just don't, like, stop.
It's no chill.
You can never, like, sit back and relax.
But I'm trying to figure out how come, like, why was there still one left in, like...
He coughed it up, though.
But I'm saying, how come the sequid, it doesn't make sense that it was able to me, for it be able to survive inside of him and not still take over him like they do.
But it wasn't fully mature though, because he coughed up like something small, but it's almost like aliens.
Yes.
Like when the face hugger. I hope you're not eating while you're watching this video. It's like when the face hugger is on you. If you kill the face hugger, the host dies.
Right.
That's why they couldn't cut him off in the very first Alien.
Okay.
So basically, the face again. Don't eat while watching this part. The face hugger deposits the whatever inside of the throat, and then the face hugger dies.
Right.
It detaches and it dies.
Right, and then the alien busts out of you.
Now, see, I wasn't gonna talk about. I wasn't gonna bring up that point.
It does.
But that's what happened. So I'm thinking maybe it was just gestating inside of him.
Or maturing.
Right.
Okay.
Inside of him.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure like Cecil they had to run a battery test on this guy.
Yeah.
Then how did they miss it?
Interesting. So the sequids are on Earth and Angstrom Levy is coming back.
Yeah, he definitely is.
The black dude.
You gotta deal with the sequids and extra levy. That's the thing with Invincible, bro. They got multiple different super devastating threats against them.
And that's why you need people like Cecil.
Yeah, you need people like Cecil for that.
Right.
I don't even lie. I feel like it's like I was saying when we was watching the episode. Cecil is a habitual line stepper. Like, you know what I'm saying? He be pushing boundaries a lot, but at the same time, you do need somebody like him. And like, I just feel like it's certain stuff he do, it's just like why would you do that? That was foul. But it's like at the same time, it's like you still need him, and like it's for certain things. It's like we need a person like him to make those decisions. So it's like I don't know, bro. Like sometimes I like Cecil, sometimes I don't.
we understand his necessity.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, you just know like you need him. I like Cecil as a character because
he is a great character. He's a very great character.
He's super great, and like he just brings like I guess he kind of.
He brings a moral ambiguity to it.
Yeah, he does.
Like, you can't really be black or white. Yeah. That's where Cecil's right there in the middle between.
I feel like Cecil as a character, like, makes you question your own morality a little bit. Like with some of the decisions he makes, and make you think like, would I do that decision? Would I do this? Would I do that? And there's certain stuff that he does do you probably do agree with. Like, yeah, I would have done that. Right. And then sometimes you might end up wondering like, yo, am I like him? Maybe. Like, I feel like Cecil low key works as a mirror of a character in a way. I feel like to the audience.
Is that a mirror?
Yeah, like because it's like certain stuff he do that you do agree with, certain stuff he do that you don't agree with.
Right. So
it's like he just brings a spice to the show. Like he's just a needed character in the show overall, I would say.
So we try to wrap this video up because we're going like a little long pause. But Nolan is in jail without the bail.
Yeah, bro, they beating him, my guy.
Like he's in a space prison, and he's pretending like he's an invalid because he wasn't responding to Clancy Brown or whatever. Right. And then when you threw him down, like when he left the cell, Nolan like punched the wall, or was it the floor? And he left a dent in it. Yeah. And he said when he got thrashed by the Viltrumites, he said, "Read my books." Sure did. And so Mark was thumbing through the books, and Alan the alien said, "Wait a minute. That sounds like the Space Racer." He said, but he saw the Space Rider. He said, but no, there's really somebody called that. So the books are like his actual missions when he was searching out so then they find something called the Infinity Ray. And of course, a lot of Marvel fans will go, oh, man, think about the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, this was written in the early 2000s before Infinity Gauntlet was even in the public consciousness again. So, because I hear a lot of people complaining, oh, Invincible Season 2 of Multiverse, but this was written before multiverses were, the rage. Yeah. So Mark found the books. So I think that he's going back with, or did he send Alan with the books back to the?
Alan scanned the books so that he could take them back because he said, "Oh, maybe this will keep the Peter Cullen from being upset with him. At least this is something I can give him."
Yeah, those I wanted to say, that like as Mark was reading the books. He got the one book where Omni-Man had went on a mission on that one planet with all the raptor beast looking drones.
Right, the gravity was so.
They're in the comics too, and they're actually stronger than the Viltrumites.
Wow.
Yeah. They're the only beings really stronger than them, and that poses a threat to the Viltrumites. They just savage beasts.
I mean, but if they unleash those beasts, they might be worse than the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, he can come up. It's all good. Yeah. So, all right. So let's go with some grades. Sim Duncan, Sim Hardaway, Iceberg, Sim.
I give it another A+ for this episode, man. It's just it just make you feel so many different things, man. At one time, Invincible just know how to keep you invested. He just know how to keep you invested.
So A+.
A+.
Big Will, sis.
So, okay, I agree with Lamont, but not the grade because, the previous episode, I was like, and this episode didn't have it. Well, so it wasn't action-packed, but I felt this was more drama, if that makes sense.
But it's done so well.
Okay, it is written well.
But the whole show.
I'm not going to influence your grade.
It is written well, but like I said, it was to me, it was like a whole different
tone.
Yes, exactly.
If you can go from action to drama, you can write your butt off.
I feel like,
especially with animation.
I feel like if one show can give you so many different feelings at one time,
and so if that's where we're including it, then I would still give it another A because I still want to know what's going on in the next episode.
Exactly.
So, yes, then it is an A with those. I'm definitely
you must watch it. All right, so for my grade, I'm giving it a. I don't know how to do plus in sign language. That's A+, another A+, And I really thought the quality of the show was going to be like maybe just a little bit of a half step down from the first season.
No, we're still.
It is not.
Not,
The
bro.
quality is congruent with the first one. Invincible season 2, even though they broke it up for some reason. I don't know why, but no, the first 4 episodes were in like the fall, and like these are like now. But whatever the reasons, keep up the great work. So now, if you liked the video, if you liked our repartee, hit the like button. Okay, leave a comment or a dissertation if necessary in the comment section. David Brent, please let them know where those comments or dissertations go, sir. They go down there. That's where he's pointing. Do your part. I'll do my part. Sim Duncan will do his part. Big Little Sis Kel will do her part. I'll do my part. So The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 can and will expand. It's in the name.